A lot of people who are curious about their family history just don't have the time or the patience to trace it.
But now there's an easy way to find out about your genealogy. Tonight, Paula Ebben tries the service to learn some things about her family's history.
My grandmother, Margaret Galvin Hines, was a reporter at the Old Boston Post at a time when few women worked in the newspaper business.
My grandfather, Paul Hines, walked the halls of the State House in the 1920s as a state representative from South Boston. But like most people, once I try to look further back than my grandparents, the family history gets a little fuzzy.
That's where Family Storylines can help, a professional genealogy service that will do the painstaking work of tracing your family history. They offered to do mine to show how they can reconstruct the past.
There are tricks of the trade, if you will. In other words, there are so many different resources that people don't automatically think about.
I gave Jan my grandparents' names and birth dates, and she put the company's staff of licensed genealogists to work.
So what have you found out about my family?
Well, we found out that you're very Irish.
No surprise there, but there were other details I had no way of knowing, like the exact street address of my great-grandparents who lived here on Hardy Street in Salem in the 1890s. It's right around the corner from the House of the Seven Gables complex. I knew my grandfather was a police officer here in Charlestown, but what I didn't know was that after serving in World War I, he registered to serve in World War II at the age of 50. And it turns out my other grandfather did the same thing.
Every family history is a surprise, and it is quite an emotional experience for most.
Family Storylines also found pages of obscure documents, census records, passenger lists, even photos of the very ships on which my ancestors sailed to America from Ireland.
We are one of the few companies that you can go to with international reach. We're in more than 30 countries.
You can get the finished product bound in either paperback or hardcover. The research takes a little more than a month and will go back 4 to 6 generations. It costs between $500 and $1,500, but a permanent record of your family's history, well, that could be priceless. Paula Ebben, WBZ News.
Family Storylines also has a less expensive service for the do-it-yourselfer. For $75, you can email a question about your family, and they'll research it for you. We have some more information on researching your family history on our website, which is WBZTV.com. And once you're there, just click on Consumer.